Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple, stock is down 0.5%, so Apple fresh new all-time high, and we talked about it in my video many times that I think 250 is possible as long as this thing is over 5-day moving average, and we got there today and immediately found resistance there, and especially it was getting really overstretched. So this thing came back and now cooling off, and fortunately, had some puts right here exactly at 250. It was underwater, and then at the end of the day, this thing paid big money. So Apple was really good right here. Even we traded yesterday, and that was money, and today even bigger. So Apple now, there will be support right here 245 5-day moving average. Underneath that level, this thing can flush easily down to 240, and from there it can go much lower, possibly down to this previous high near 20-day moving average 237 to 236. To the upside, as long as it's over 245, it can continue back up to 250, and if this thing clears 250, it can go much higher. We're trading into blue skies right here on Apple, so yes, if it wants to go up even more and get up to 4 trillion dollar market cap for the first time, it can happen right here on Apple stock. On Meta, it's up 2.16%, so another massive rally to the upside. I mean, this thing got up to 638. And yes, we were talking about 650 here on Meta just a couple days ago. And we got there because upper Bollinger Band got extended up to 638. We got up there, came back in, and now trading at 632. But look at this, it's trading well above 5-day moving average 620. So there will be support right here at 620. Blue line and this previous resistance right here will act as a support, and if this thing gets under 620, then we can talk about possibly coming down here to 606, and then maybe even 596 to 600 to retest this trend line, or possibly even retest 13-day moving average. Now as long as it's over 620, the next stop again we can go right back up to 638, and if this thing clears that, it can go up much higher up to 650, and we can hit that target on Meta. On Amazon stock, it's up 2.32%, so fresh new all-time high again today, breaking over 230 and staying there. And this thing is just on a ballistic run to the upside. This was a mini, tiny pullback right here, and boom, here we go. Back up to all-time highs again, just like the market. So Amazon 230, now you're line the sand for the support. Below that, 225.79, and then we can talk about possibly a drop down to 216. As long as it's over 230, we might see 236 to even 240 on Amazon. On Google stock, it's at 5.46%. So talking about insane moves here in this market just a couple days ago. And I don't really have the time to go back and do all that. I'm not really trying to, make this video long. Let me just put it that way. But we talked about it. You can go back to my videos that this could be a dip buying opportunity right here, especially if this thing can hold 165. That is the dip that you want, and this is the only thing left here in this market to buy, especially a big mega cap stock. And you can see why I said that. I mean, oh boy, I mean, look at this candle here, massive. I mean, look at how overstretched this thing is. Upper Bollinger Band sitting at 189, the stock trading at 197. So yes, it's getting overstretched, but the opportunity was there for you guys to make money, and that is why these videos always coming out to you guys. And when I see 100 plus likes, that is when I feel like putting out more videos. Otherwise, when I like to put them out, if I feel like I should put out a video, because a lot of people actually do put that effort. They put those likes, and that is why I cannot abandon those people. But there is so many people that are watching and not really hitting that like button, and that's why these videos are not really coming out every day. So I would appreciate you guys can show a little bit more support to this channel, and I can do this like I was doing it before, and you guys were doing it before also, because end of the day we all know that YouTube, especially for a small YouTube channel like this, and especially stock related YouTube channels, they do not survive on YouTube money. There is no money. If we talk about there is money on YouTube, absolutely not. And even these videos are coming out for those people that are actually putting likes on my video. And the second thing, my Patreon group, they are the one that is actually supporting this channel and my work. So I appreciate that, and that is why these videos are coming out. So from now on, people that are really serious about like watching these videos and getting these ideas, please hit that like button and make it happen, guys. 150 more likes is better for YouTube algorithm, and that's the only way this channel and it will grow, and I can put out more contents for you guys. Now, trading into blue skies, they will be supported at 193, previous all-time high. Now, that's going to act as a support, but we gapped up yesterday. 178 massive gap. There will be support at 184 below this 193 range. To the upside, even I headed before when this thing was up here. Well, we can definitely go up to 200 before getting a pullback. Let me just say this, what I'm going to do tomorrow. There will be a short position here on Google, and I will disclose that position tomorrow. What I'm going to do, because it's getting really, really overstretched, and I'm going to buy some long puts. Not in yet, but hopefully I get the opportunity tomorrow at 200 or even above 200, and I can go in and get some, short position here on Google stock to make some money, because there is no upside money here on Google, even though it's breaking out to a brand new all-time high. I'm not a chaser, but I think there is significant downside. We can come back in at least 10, 15 bucks in next couple months. On AMD, it's up 1.89%. So here's an opportunity. If you're looking for longs, it's not too hot here. It's not a breakout stock, but if you're looking for long term or going long, this is it right here. I did buy some shares of AMD, and I'll possibly buy even more if this thing drops a bit more. Otherwise, I bought some shares, and AMD definitely a dip buying opportunity right now. The price, the lower it gets, it just gets better. So 126, 130 is fantastic. Right here on AMD, it's off quite a bit. I mean, you got a huge discount. Look at this right here. I mean, that is $100 discount, guys. So I don't know. AMD is a big name also, and this is really good. Instead of going and chasing Nvidia, I think this is a great opportunity. Lower it goes, better opportunity is to buy AMD. Now it's under. We came down right here near 125, and we bounced, and now it's trading and retracing lower Bollinger Band and holding 130. Under 130, 125, 122. If this thing can hold 130, we might make it back up to 134 to 138 to close this gap right up here on AMD. On Microsoft, it's up 1.28%, so massive rally to the upside, and now it's over 451 today, or at least 450 here in this case, and then came back in and trading at 449. It was getting a bit overstretched, so this thing came back in, but I think it can clear 451. This Bollinger Band will expand, and then definitely you will see this trend line getting retested right here, which could be over 460, guys. Now that it's coming really hard right now to the upside. It's coming with a lot of strength. Yes, it can go up to 460 plus right here on Microsoft. Now to the downside, and we saw that if you caught this dip today, right here, right off of this 443 level, it came down to 444 pretty much exactly. That was the dip. And then it's gone ripping to the upside. That is a $6 move again, and now trading at 449. So unless this thing breaks 443, you're not going to see any drop down to this previous high where we got a rejection 438, and then this gap comes into play 432. As long as it's over 443 and gets the breakout over 451, it's heading up to 460. So Netflix also up today at a brand new all-time high, up 2.54%, got up to 942 almost, and then pulled back, and we gapped up and ran today, guys. So this is how this market is. Gap up and go, right? Usually, not even I'm not even talking about like 5 years ago. Just about 2 years ago, if there was a gap up and go sometime, most of the times it would come back in, you can get an entry. But here in this case, just runaway gaps, just running away, gap and go. It's not gonna come back to close this gap, let alone this gap. There's so many gaps on everything. But upside gap, if there is a gap down, like a mini gap down, well, it might take like 2 weeks, maybe 2 days, or the next day. it's going to go right back up to fill that gap. So that is the manipulation here in this market. Downside gaps, you don't get an entry. It's not going to come back. Upside, if you actually target upside gaps and if there is a gap down, you're going to get paid instantly because it's going to happen very quick. So here on Netflix now, if you look at my screen, it's actually holding previous high as a support right here around 935. Only if that breaks, then watch out for this gap down here near 923. And then we can possibly talk about this high here around 902 to 900, and then maybe more downside, but it's nowhere near where we're gonna get big pullback right here on Netflix. We already got a mini one here, made some money on this pullback, but then not gonna chase and participate in this massive rally over 900, and it's still pushing higher. So this one, I would say, stay away if you're not really a big trader and you really want to make money in this market. Contracts are expensive, and the stock trading near 950. So it's better to just stay away from Netflix than, you can go trade something cheaper, way, way cheaper in the market than this stock right here. On Tesla stock, it's up almost 6%. So I'll talk about, you know, technicals and why things are happening. Since my short position that I actually shared with you guys day before yesterday on this red candle, I did not short Tesla. And I even said for my Patreon members that do not short this thing. Why? Because I was expecting a breakout over 400. Also, I said it in my video that that day I actually picked up some calls 400 strike and I sold yesterday on that rally. I think it was at 405 I sold. Imagine having those today. And I didn't even look at those. This thing went really ballistic. I mean, fresh new all-time highs. Tesla is just the stock, and Elon Musk, becoming, I think, what was the news? $400 billion man. That is just insane. So I don't know who actually won the election. Elon Musk, or there is some sort of a deal going on where Trump actually bought some shares inside. I don't know. These billionaires, you cannot trust them. We get newses here and there. There could be inside trading. I'm not saying that Trump directly went and bought something. There are many ways things can happen. So why Elon Musk actually donated all that money? He actually made more money by donating that money uh, to Trump campaign. And now look at this massive rally, $400 billion man. I mean, you think like how much money that is, guys? That is just insane amount of money. So this guy, I mean, just making money sitting there just because of this thing right here going ballistic. And not to mention his, companies, Tesla. Then he got SpaceX and a lot of other stuff. Now he's in the government too. So I mean, this guy is all over the place, and this is why. And I still think that at least I had some shares that I wanted to put in my long-term account at $172 average and still sitting. But I wish I had more because, many times I don't want to go back again, take your time, waste your time, showing you a video from 3 months ago, 4 months ago, where I was screaming like Tesla is a dip buy. Right now, it might be down, but you guys gonna make money. Many, many times, people that are subscribed to my channel for years, you know that, drill here, buy low, sell high, sold those, but only the long-term ones are paying. And now it looks like just like everything else, like Apple, it's a breakout, right? That is why I did not want to short after this, short position right here that day, because I know that everything is breaking out, and this thing breaks out over 400. It's gonna go. And look at this, guys, closing at a brand new all-time high. So now, if you're chasing Tesla, absolutely, that is like a suicidal trade you're going in here. If there is a pullback to this 5-day moving average, 395 to 400, and if it holds, you can possibly open up a day trade as long as the support holds. Otherwise, there is no trade on Tesla unless you're shorting. And I just don't like to short Tesla every now and then. If there is a like really good opportunity, then I would go and short. Otherwise, I don't like shorting Tesla every day. So it's not a short. I'm not gonna go and short. It's not that extremely overbought or anything. Yeah, if it goes a bit higher, yeah, I might take a chance. But as of right now, it's on a breakout. It can run. Look at Google here. What happened? If we shorted yesterday, that thing ripped today more. So that is why you need to wait. and see what this stock actually can do. And I mean, just a couple days ago, 2 months ago, was at 200, 218. Now you're talking about 450 is coming. It might be coming soon. So Tesla here trading into blue skies. And now only thing I can say, if there is a pullback near 400 to 395 and that holds, that's going to be a dip buy. Otherwise, this thing over 400 can go up to 450. On Nvidia stock, it's up over 3%. So yesterday that was the dip, and today we got the rip to the upside. It's over 136. It came under 136, looked below and fell, going right back up. So Nvidia, they're still buying, and this thing is still going up. Now, Nvidia, there will be support here at 136 going into tomorrow's session. But as long as it's over 136, can get over 140, we might be going back up to fresh new all-time highs. So do not count this thing out unless we take out these lows down here. And that would be, I would say, I would like to see if there is going to be really a downtrend that's going to actually take an effect on Nvidia. I would like to see it under 126. That is where I would think that on this daily time frame, bears will take over. And we all know that Nvidia bears in last maybe 15 months to 2 years, they just disappeared. They were here and there coming and shorting, but most cases they got choked with buying Nvidia puts or even shorting shares, and they're just decimated. So Nvidia back up, and if this thing can hold 136 and break 140, we're going back up to 144 and possibly even 150. Under 136, next critical support 130 and then 126. Like I said, that is where that downtrend and the bears will take control right here on Nvidia stock. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys.